Chongyi and this Safina. Today we're going to present about what we have evaluated the company that we chosen on the financial aspect. This is the content that we are going to present today. So I will pass to Safina to talk about the introduction of the both company that we chose.
I would like to present the introduction of water industry. Water industry discus manufacturer. It's founded in 1962. It's successful and established a strong influence in Malaysia and established an international market. It excels in innovative and high quality products. The vision of water industry is to be the leading biscuit and candy manufacturer in the region, known for its quality and variety. Next is the introduction Saudi Group Berhad. It founded in 1985. It has two subsidiaries, which is Perusahaan Saudi Sdn Berhad and Saudi Cold Storage Sdn Berhad. It is located in the center of Sungai Petani Industry area in Kedah. It is a frozen food manufacturer. It producing innovative products that beat competitors. It become one of the product OEM product, which is original equipment manufacturing. The vision is to be market leader in the term of volume share, quality innovations, service and profitability. Next, I'll pass it to.
Okay, now I want to introduce the butterfly forces. So this is the butterfly forces is to identify and analyze 5 competitive forces that shape every industry. So this butterfly forces helps to determine the industry weaknesses and strength. So it is used to guide the business strategy to increase the competitive advantage. So there are 5 butterfly forces. One is competitions in the industry. So the second is potential of new entrants in the industry. So the third is power of supply, and fourth is power of consumer. Then the last one is trade of the substitute products. So first is the competitions in the industry. So it is referring to the number of competitors and their ability to weaken the company. So this means that when the number of the competitor is more, the number of the products and service they provide also more. So the power of the company will be weakened. So for water industry is the competitions in food processing industry, because they have many competitors in the market like Nestle, Hi-Fi, Super, and other direct competitors compete with water industry for consumer. So because they produce the same products as biscuit, cakes, and more. So the computer use the different ideas to compete with each other. So this with each other, such as the Nestle use the social media to advertising their products to increase their sales. So this will affect. This will give the Huatai high risk, and the Huatai will have some impact in their sales. So the second is Saudi Group Berhad. So Saudi Group Berhad, the competitor of Saudi Group Berhad is Ramli and Ayasam. So the computer also produce the same product with them, such as nuggets, sausage, and burgers, and more. So they also use same idea with Nestle. They also provide they also through the social media to increase their sales. So the risk also higher. So the second forces is the potential of new entrant in the industry. So it means that the possibility that the profits of the established company in the industry may be eroded by the new competitor. Okay, so for the Huatai industry, the trade of the entrance for the Huatai is more effect. So because they are stable positions in the biscuit manufacturing industry, for the new entrant, they have high impact because Huatai have stable positions, have stable position and strong recognitions and hard to affect their position. So the new entrant as the Korea Bisco. So the next is Saudi Group Berhad. So Saudi Group Berhad also have a stable positions in the frozen food industry, manufacturing industry. So this is more effect they have small effect for the positions to affect the Saudi Group Berhad. So the third is the power of supply. Power of supply means that the supplier have power to increase the price or reduce the quality of goods and service to purchase, then thereby placing bargaining power on industry participate. Okay, for the Huatai industry, they have lower power in supply because the ingredient for making the biscuit and cakes such as egg, flour and sugar and more. So those ingredients can be found in everywhere in any supplier. So supplier regarding power is low because the cost of switching to other supplier is low. So without the raw material, the Huatai has input supply of labor because they need a lot of labor to promote the high output of biscuit to many countries. So Saudi Group Berhad have high power of supplier because the ingredients to making the beef burger, sausage, they need the beef or meat, soya proteins and plant oil and more. Because this ingredient is hard to find in everywhere in any supply. They cannot add ingredients at any times without worrying about lack of input. Then the cost of the switching to others supply is high because the meat or beef is more expensive. So the fourth forces is power of consumer. Consumer can increase the industry by lower price, high quality, or more service, and the ability to compete with the competitor. So for the Huatai, they have high power of consumer because consumer can easily to get the alternative products from the markets. Since that there are many other biscuit manufacturing companies on the market, such as Hapsing, Julie, and more. So consumer will place more on the price of the products than on which biscuit taste is better. So they are easily to get a standard products and has alternative supplier. So when the consumer purchase the Huatai industry can get a high profit. So for Saudi groups also have high power of consumer. They also can easily do alternative supply from the market such as Rambi and IMAS. So they also can easier to get the customer can easier to get the standard products and has alternative supply. So when the consumer purchase large, the Saudi industry also can get a high profit. So the last one is the trade of the substitute products. So substitute product is mean that substitute limit the potential return of the industry by limiting the profitability price in the industry. So another is a substitute for the company goods and service. So for Huawei industry, they also have high substitute because many products that meet the needs of consumer. Then example, kilo rice crispy as biscuit as breakfast to replace the Huatai biscuit. So the price of substitute products will affect the Huatai products also. So Saudi groups perhaps customer can choose the IMAS hot dogs to replace the burger meats because according to the research, the IMAS hot dogs is cheaper than the Saudi beef burger. So this will affect the Saudi profit and revenue.
So for the interpretation of the company financial aspect, we are using the three financial analysis to evaluate the company efficiency. One of them is the common size analysis. By using this method, we are able to find the total current asset, total non-current asset. Based on the data, the total current asset is more than the total non-current asset, which is 67.765% over 32.235% in 2016, 70.326% over 39.664% in 2017, and 73.244% over 756% in 2018 over its total assets of Huatai industry part. This can be due of Huatai is focusing on developing and improving their product by having low investment in their property and plant. This can be proved by Razali Musa. According to him, Huatai is aimed to introduce new product every year in order to stay competitive in the market, which may lead to a high trade receivable in the current asset. For the Saudi Group Berhad, beside that, we have also found that the short-term loans of Saudi Group Berhad are significantly high in their current asset, which is 79.282% in 2016, 59.532% in 2017, and 48.648% in 2018. This can be due of the Saudi Group Berhad want to have more tax allowance. According to Meridian Wood, short-term debt is good as long as it's under control. This because debt is tax deductible, which will help to reduce company tax. So we can see that the company tax are considered low when compared to the revenue they made in the past 3 years in the annual report. Furthermore, we are also calculating the profit and loss by using this analysis. Based on data, the profit and loss for Huatai industry in 2016 is 0.596%, 1.565% in 2017, and negative 6.069% in 2018, while the profit and loss for Saudi Group Berhad is negative 2% for 2016, 1% in 2017, and negative 3% in 2018. Based on the data, both companies are having losses in 2018. This is because there is a major loss in their revenue, major decrease in their revenue in 2018. For the second analysis that we are using is the percentage change analysis. By using this analysis, we are able to find the changes between the total non-current asset in the Huatai industry and Saudi Group Berhad. Based on the data, the total non-current asset for Huatai industry in 2017 is negative, is changed by 6.723% from 2016 to 2017 and decreased by 18.36% from 2017 to 2018. This is due of the non-current asset trade receivable keep decreasing from 2016 to 2018. Based on our finding, non-current trade receivable is referring to someone who owns the company, money not related to providing service or selling a product. For example, the company is giving loan to its own employees. This benefits the company as it reduces the risk of the company non-current trade receivable to be written off as better. Besides that, total non-current asset of Saudi Group Berhad is decreased by 4.393% from 2016 to 2017 and increased by 4.723% from 2017 to 2018. This can be due of the company sold some of the goods of their property and some of the goods of their machine equipment, that the company property, plant and equipment are dropped by 5.453% in 2017. Please believe that Saudi Group want to sell the machine and equipment because they found that the machine and equipment are to be old and cannot bring any benefits to the production anymore. Furthermore, we are also calculating the total current assets for both companies. Based on data, total current asset for Huatai industry is increased by 5.204% from 2016 to 2017, but it decreased by 5.745% from 2016 to 2017 to 2018. While the total current asset for Saudi Group Berhad is decreased by 11.491% from 2016 to 2017 and decreased by 17.977% from 2017 to 2018. The decrease in Huatai industry in 2018 is because the cash bank balance and short-term deposit account reduced by 10.118% and repayment dropped by 13.978%. While the Saudi Group Berhad increase is due of the trade and other receivable amount dropped by 36.749% in 2018. Moreover, we are also calculate the differences between of profit and loss for both companies. Based on data, the profit and loss for Huatai industry is increased by 181.911% from 2016 to 2017, but it decreased at a rate of 470.101% from 2017 to 2018, while the profit and loss for the Saudi Group Berhad are decreased by 139.380% from 2016 to 2017, and it decreased by 296.220% from 2017 to 2018. This can be due of the sales of the company decrease as the demand in market are not that big. So it will affect the company gross profit and profit to decrease directly. Furthermore, we are also using the ratio analysis to evaluate the company. By using this ratio analysis, we are able to conduct the return on capital employed for both companies under the profitability ratio. Based on the data, the return on capital employed of Huatai industry is 5.676% in 2016 10.55% in 2017 and negative 9.512% in 2018. While the return on capital employed for Saudi Group Berhad is negative 1.134% in 2016, 9.146% in 2017, and negative 3.434% in 2018. Based on our findings, return on capital tell how much net income can a company generate with every single capital employed by the company. Based on the data in 2017, for every single dollar that the Qatar and Saudi Group had employed, they can earn 10.56% in their net income for hotel industry and 9.15 cents for Saudi Group Berhad. So based on the data they compute, both companies are doing well because for every dollar that they invest, they can earn 9 cents, more than 9 cents for their operating income. Furthermore, we also calculate the current ratio for both companies under the liquidity ratio. The current ratio for hotel industry is 1.225 in 2016, 1.921 in 2017, 1.302 in 2018, while the current ratio for Saudi Group Berhad is 1.39 in 2016, 1.467 in 2017, and 1.518 in 2018. It is said that the current ratio analysis is basically calculating how well a company can pay off their liability with every $1 they have in their current assets. Based on the data for both companies in the past 2 years, both companies are doing well as their current ratio are more than 1, which is at desired stage. So the company are able to pay back the outstanding liabilities to his customer, to his debtor by using their current asset. Lastly, we are also calculating the receivable collection days and payable payment days for both companies under the turnover ratio. For the receivable collection and payables payment for hotel industry are 174.67 days for payables payment and 117.25 days for receivable collection in 2016, 161.32 days for payables payment, 181.39 days for receivable payment in 2017, 181.37 days for payable payment, 118.57 days for receivable collection in 2018. While the payables payment for Saudi Group Berhad is 49.2 days in 2016, 47.45 days in 2017, and 52.33 days in 2018. While its receivable collection is 66.93 days in 2016, 63.01 days in 2017, and 69.59 days in 2018. Based on data compute, hotel industry is better than Saudi Group Berhad, as their payables payment days are more than its receivable collection days, which means hotel industry able to collect money for its buyer before they pay off their invoice to their suppliers. While compared to Saudi Group Berhad, its payable payment is more than receivable collection days. This is an example of unhealthy cash flow, as it may create shortage of funds in the company if there is any difficulty that the company may want to use funds, but they don't have enough funds to invest or cover their losses or costs. So for the conclusion, based on the evaluation toward the both company, hotel industry and the Saudi Group Berhad, we can conclude that the hotel industry is better to invest compared to Saudi Group Berhad in terms of their financial aspect. This is because the company have healthy group, a healthy cash flow, and they're able to pay off the interest to its debtor on time. So that's all from us.